the team first started thinking about objectives, we were actually in the midst of creating our curated roadmap. So if you haven't been able to check that out, that's available to all teams. It's a great place to identify what each team is working on. All stakeholders can jump in and kind of see what's on the horizon and what's in the works and understand kind of the health of various different things. And when we were working through that problem space, we were also looking at kind of the customer feedback that we received around how to connect roadmaps and the planning that your teams are doing to strategic outcomes and, core business metrics and core goals that the team is focused on. At Shortcut, it's a great central source of truth for all delivery and product work. But taking that kind of to the next level and bringing in that layer of accountability and transparency to answering those questions around whether I'm working on the right things at all levels was something that we were trying to solve for. And so we saw that many people were using Shortcut to manage the work and more of the day-to-day, but really lacked a way to align that directly to goals inside of Shortcut. We all know working in this space that tool fatigue is a really serious thing, and context switching, you lose a lot of context. So it's easy to kind of leave docs in the dust and not come back to it very often. The two are often very disconnected as a result, what you're working on and what you're trying to impact. And it makes it really hard to report back on that and feel as a team, every single day that you're jumping into your stories, understanding exactly what you're impacting is really important to build empathy with your customers. And so we were looking through our feedback, and our customers were telling us that it was really challenging to ensure that everything that they were working on was working towards the right thing, that it was making the right impact because of that disconnection. And we had milestones. For those of you that were previously on our business and enterprise plans, milestones were a really great way to start tracking those cross-team initiatives. You could take epics from different teams, place them into a milestone, and report out on more of the tactical happenings that were occurring. But one of the biggest gaps there was that it wasn't really helpful in offering outcome tracking. You couldn't add a key result, you couldn't add a KPI, you couldn't really see all this work that I just did, what exactly did it impact? And that was often where that disconnect that I was mentioning happened. And so we revamped milestones, for those of you who are familiar with Shortcut, and recreated them and introduced a whole new way to organize that work through objectives, where you can now actually connect execution to strategy all in a single location. Teams are now empowered to do what they were doing before with milestones through tactical objectives. I'm super excited. We're going to show you exactly what that looks like shortly, where you can do release management. You can still do those cross-team blockers and identify how everyone is coming together for unified initiatives and planning cycles. But now you can also drive those initiatives forward through tracking results directly in Shortcut using strategic outcomes and strategic objectives. So now, not just the delivery work in Shortcut, but you can elevate that and start to leverage different elements of planning across two different types of objectives, connect that back to your curated roadmap, and really end-to-end start to envision exactly how everything from a single story all the way up through to a goal that your business is working on really connects and comes together.